There she is, El Morro, SanFelipe. Right now, enjoying this coconut piragua before I head inside, because it's very hot here. You gotta cool off. You gotta drink water and enjoy it. Okay, you gotta enjoy the time that you're here. So I'll be checking out El Morro soon, so follow me. All right, once again, here I am in the National Historic Site of San Juan, the Castillo of SanFelipe del Morro. Okay, there's the fortification built by Spain, and now it's part of the United States. Castillo SanFelipe del Morro. This fortification on the corner of the islet of Old San Juan now greets cruise ships as they leisurely sail in and out of the bay during most of the nearly 500 years history. It was an important military outpost for Spain and later the United States. So follow me. Okay, let's check out this monument here. Let's go around it. Okay, this monument is it's before you get to the fort. They should pretty old, but they should have done some renovation or give it a little life, paint it, organize it. Anyway, this monument right here, it says that the Dutch attacked here in 1625 on these grounds. The Dutch and Spanish soldiers in 1625. Okay, the Dutch attack here the Spanish to gain control of Puerto Rico back in 1625. In a month-long attack, a siege, Dutch forces tried to take San Juan, and they nearly did. But Spanish defenders in El Morro, including many townspeople, drove them off as they left. The attackers looted and burned the city. The 1625 attack showed Spain that even stronger defenses were needed to hold San Juan, and it confirmed the loyalty of the local citizens who fought fiercely here and died for Spain. So that's what that monument here is here for, to remind people of that attack in 1625 by the Dutch. Follow me. In this painting, you can see the Spanish soldiers drive Dutch forces into the harbor. In the foreground stand San Juan Governor Juan de Haro and Captain Juan de Amezquita, who led Spain's defenders in El Morro. Casas rendered the painting shortly after the battle. To El Morro up ahead. Sorry. Here she is, El Castillo. Awesome. Look at that dry moat. How cool, huh? How cool, huh? To be here at El Morro, finally. SanFelipe El Morro. So as you know, masks are required. Make sure you wear your mask. Alright. Look at this entrance. Look at this coat of arm. Alright, I'm inside. Let's check out each casemate that we got here. All cool. Start with the church. Wow. Just like I remember the church. There's the Virgin Mary standing tall, blessed by the Spaniards and the people. You can see it's a casemate. They're made like this to hold, because this shape was strong to withhold a fortress like this. Okay, this is supposed to be their kitchen, just like the other fort. Here they have a cannon, carbon. Look at that. That's cool. Cool, huh? Another cannon here, but as you know, these cannons are not supposed to be here. Oh, cement. Hold the steel. This thing will pull you back. Wow. Military cuisine. This casemate served as one of Morro's kitchens during the 1700s because San Juan was nearly 4,000 miles from the sources of military supplies in Spain, and Morro garrison had to find local sources of food to supplement their rations. All right. Okay, so here we have a carreta. Look at that. 4 centuries of El Morro. This is how they used to dress back in the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. So right here we have another cannon. Check it out. Huge cannon. Whoa. Spanish or French 16-pounder. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, just to keep it still. Wow. How cool, huh? Another cannon here. Awesome, awesome. So if you're wondering, the cannon parts, here they are: the queen, cascable, vent, bore, trunnion, carriage. These are the cannon parts. So these are the tools used to load and reload the cannon. All right. There's more here. Okay. Beautiful day here in Old San Juan. Beautiful window, panoramic view here. All right, moving to another section. Look at that, twin cannons. Twin cannons here, just like the other fort of San Cristobal. How cool is that, huh? Look at that. But as you know, they're not meant to be inside here. They're meant to be next to a window, guarding the bay. enemies. So it says the Spanish sought to protect the strategic port of San Juan from the rivals by fortifying the entrance to the city's harbor in the 1500s. Over the centuries, the city's defenses grew into an elaborate system of fortifications, just like this one here, Morro SanFelipe del Morro. So it's a very important plaque in recognition of the community of nations expressed within the principles of the Convention concerning protection of the world cultural and natural heritage. The San Juan National Historic Site and La Fortaleza have been designated a World Heritage Site. Yes, of course. Look at all those pennies here. Pennies, quarters, dimes. Wow. Nickels. You throw them in there, make a wish. How cool. Okay, I'm entering a room here. El Morro's prison. This was once the living quarters of the commander of El Morro in the mid-1700s. After it was turned into a place of punishment. Wow. You can hear my echo here. Fray Pablo de San Benito, a religious man, was moved here in about 1795 after being held for 20 years in the dungeon of El Castillo de San Cristobal. Fray and Pablo remained here until he died in 1801. All right, it's much ahead, a lot of history here. Here we have two soldiers standing guard. Spanish soldiers in the 15th century and 16th century did not have uniforms and used a variety of weapons, including swords, pikes, and firearms. Look at that. Back in the 1500s. This matchlock was widely used by Spanish troops in the American colonies. It used a lit fuse called a slow match to ignite a charge of powder, fire a lit bulb. Just like this. Alright, so this gentleman right here is King Philip, King of Spain, from 1621 to 1665. Regarded Puerto Rico as the key to Spanish control of the Caribbean. It is said it is the front and vanguard of all my West Indies, and consequently the most important of them all, the most coveted by my enemies. King Philip of Spain. Okay, so here's a legend, the Caribbean Basin, La Cuenca del Caribe. Here's where the Spanish will come through from Spain, land in Puerto Rico, land in Dominican Republic, land in Santiago, Cuba, and of course Havana, and make their way to Mexico, Veracruz, which I gotta plan a trip there. Another route was Cartagena, yes, Cartagena, Colombia, and then through Panama to South America. All right. They will carry all their gun, all their gold and goods from the Americas through Florida and Spain. Wow. Here's a picture of Juan Ponce de Leon. The Spanish established a colony of Puerto Rico in 1508. Conflicts with the Taino residents people and later the Caribes led the Spaniards to build fortified houses to protect supplies and provide refuge during the attacks. So, Spanish colonization efforts were led by Juan Ponce de Leon, who later became governor. He introduced a system of slavery that forced the native Taino people to mine gold for Spanish colonies. There he is. The man who also looked for the fountain of youth. 1598. Here's our motto. City of San Juan. This is the peninsula. Spanish fences of San Juan at the end of the 1500s were concentrated at El Morro. While this helped guard the entrance of San Juan's harbor from naval attack, the city was vulnerable to land attack from the east. Okay, here's a map. You can see the batteries, okay, all around. Between 1588 and 1589, plans were made to improve the defenses of San Juan. This drawing shows El Morro in 1591. Wow. Here's an interesting map. This color here, the orange color, this is all Spain colonies, okay, back in the 1700s. Jamaica, the Bahamas, and some islands here were all from in Great Britain and France. The blue, dark blue here is France. You can see Haiti, a couple of little islands, and Denmark, and right here Netherlands. The Spanish Empire. Let's go through here. Wow, check it out. Wow, just like I last saw. Wow, just like I last saw this beautiful fort. Look at that. Look at the ocean, Caribbean Ocean. There's a little peninsula over there. There's a ruins right over there. And there's another little fort in the peninsula. But this is the main one that the English, the Dutch, I believe the French, they try to attack. Even Drake. Yeah, Drake. The privateer, buccaneer, pirate Drake. Alright, how awesome, huh? Beautiful. Let's keep exploring the fort. Okay, so here's some model of El Morro here from 1798. What it looked like then. Okay. This is the main access principal, grill of fire, dry moat, main plaza, where I am right now, where the casemates are, main artillery ramp, right here, main battery, right here, all of these are the main batteries all around, lower patio, 7, right here, 1539 tower, number 8, harbor entrance number 10. Here's the water battery. Alright, another window. Looking out. Looking at the fort. So you can see the triangle shape. The point of the fort is right here. And out there is the Caribbean Ocean. Out there. Awesome. This was added later. I believe that's like a from World War II, a military pillbox, or where they had a scope, maybe. Gotta check that later. Alright. Okay, so this is Charles III, King of Spain, 1759-1788, sought to modernize the defenses of Spain's American colonies with particular emphasis on Puerto Rico. Here is General of Infantry for the Spanish Empire, Field Marshal Alexander Valle, an Irish immigrant in Spanish service, surveyed Spain's defenses in the Caribbean in 1765. His recommendation led to the expansion of El Morro and San Cristobal and a reform of Puerto Rico's militia. Okay, so this flag right here is the Puerto Rican flag, the early Puerto Rican flag before the Puerto Rican flag we have today that resembles a lot like the US. See, with one star. A lot like the Dominican Republic flag. But this is the flag from 1800s. Alright, it says here, for many Puerto Ricans in the 1800s, El Morro came to symbolize oppression rather than protection. Local politicians, dissenters, and independence activists were often imprisoned in makeshift dungeons in the fortifications. Here we have a politician prisoner jailed here at El Morro with Roman Valdoriotti de Castro, a noted educator, anti-slavery, and self-government activist. He was accused of publishing anti-Spanish writings. The key to the Caribbean, Llave del Caribe. This gentleman here is Lieutenant H. Whitney on a spy mission in May 1898 to get a better idea of the state of Spanish defenses on Puerto Rico. The United States Army sent this lieutenant here. So this is a detail map produced by Whitney here in Puerto Rico. So it says here, one of the most significant changes of El Morro during the 1800s was the construction of a lighthouse to guide ships into San Juan Harbor. Check it out right there. This gentleman is commander of the Santa Barbara Battery at El Morro during May 12, 1898 attack. Captain Ramon Camaño returned fire against the bombarding ship to the U.S. Navy, a native of San Juan. Weakened by the international conflict and civil war during the early 1800s, Spain lost control of much of its once extensive American empire. A series of wars of liberation in the 1800s and 1820s led to the independence of Mexico, Colombia, Venezuela, Argentina, Peru, and Chile. By the 1870s, only Cuba and Puerto Rico remained under Spanish rule. In 1898, the Spanish-American War started and liberated them from Spanish Empire. You're not allowed to go up there, but I got an idea what's up there. It's like a bunker or where they have a scope. It's gotta be from World War II. Scope to detect enemy submarines, invaders entering, passing by Puerto Rico. And Morro, right across the Morro, we got these ruins that are still there. This is old San Juan, Castillo San Cristobal, and Morro. During World War II, San Juan defenses were modernized. Bomb-proof command bunkers, observation towers, gun emplacements were added to the harbor's facilities, expanded to protect the strategically important port. Check this out. These are sandbags from World War II. Sandbags from World War II. Where the fort used to be called Fort Brooke. These sandbags were here. Fort Brooke.